Yeah.
Thank you for coming, and we'll just do a little wrap here and see if there are any further questions or comments about the whole experience. Let me just start by asking this. I put out a thought for you all. First of all, I put out the thought that I hope that we do more things with Beatrice and her partner in the future. How many people would want to try to come to more work with Be here, just out of curiosity?
Right.
Well, that's a vote of confidence, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
great.
we like that.
Good.
Who else wants to speak to what it has been like for you personally to be here for all three panels, if you've been here for all three? I'm just curious, what effect, if any, has it had on you to be part of this energetic body that's been quietly created by being here? What's it like? Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a peace of mind. And I loved the workshop, not for 100%, but for 200. I thought it was wonderful to hear it. And B, you're doing a great job, really.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Other thoughts, reflections? Yeah.
What I'm most, on the top of my head, aware of is on a deep level, just an increase of my compassion for all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
Because that's what Enneagram does for me in general. I mean, instead of looking at a coworker or my wife or somebody else and thinking, why do they do that? I just look at it and say, isn't it amazing to watch the archetype working itself out?
Yes.
You know, and it just gives you a built-in comprehension and compassion for how human we all are and how powerful these archetypes are. Who else has thoughts? Yeah.
I share this deep compassion in just witnessing everybody's experience, and also such appreciation and gratitude for everyone's level of vulnerability. It's so beautiful, and it makes me feel glad that I'm doing this work, but also safe in just expressing and opening my heart, and just it's really wonderful. Thank you, 5, 6, 7.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, Pauline.
One image of many that you brought forward that really struck me, Beatrice, was the notion of people saying, I don't want to be in a box, and you're saying, you're in a box. This gives you the dimensions, and I suppose implicitly the way out.
The way
And for
out.
me, that image gave me a sense that these 3 workshops have been like appreciating an architecture of being human. And I was I'm somebody who tends to be very impatient with the foibles of others and a little blind to my own. And what I was quite aware of from moment to moment was appreciating how unfortunate it would be to lack any of these archetypes as a community, as a collective, and being very appreciative from that perspective.
Right. Yeah, appreciation of diversity.
Yeah.
Other thoughts and questions? Yes.
This has definitely been life-changing for me. 8, 9s, and 1s, it was so amazing to get the body feel of each one of them. It's a little bit dangerous, because now I kind of have a guess about who different people in my life are, but being a 2, after listening to the 2s, I just realized, oh my God, I am so exhausted. And then realizing, well, I do this Qigong practice, I can get back in my body more, and just in 2 weeks, just to really be able to sense into what it's that. I mean, I've been doing Qigong for a while, but anyway, I could just sort of go, oh, that's how I can be there in my body, yeah. I don't need to be exhausted all the time. So thank you for that. And then my wife is a 6. So, and that was the funniest panel of all. She'll be quite surprised. I mean, everybody has been so wonderful and vulnerable, as it's been said.
Thank you.
Really, it was just lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who else? Yes.
Well, I just want to say, as someone who's only attended this event, that it's just been extraordinary. My daughter brought me, And she's a 4 and I'm a 6, and we sometimes really, and I really, but that's very painful, very, very painful, because there's no one more important to me in the world. And, the invalidation I feel when she and I are at odds like this is, but I wanted to thank, each one on the panel, because each of you said something. And there were, some notes that I made that really have altered the way I think about my life. So from one day in Bolinas, and then it's, Laura and I have made some commitments to one another about what we're gonna do and things we're gonna read, and so I think also I get the sense that there's something holographic about all of this, so that if you only come to one session, now I'm very curious about 9s, my husband's a 9, so but there's something I think holographic about it. And maybe what it is that we human beings came together, and some of you have been together on other days, but we all came together, and there's just something fundamental in that that's inspiring. The last thing I wanted to say was just a few minutes ago, I was sitting there, and for all of a sudden, all that 6 anxiety just kind of melted away. And I felt kind of a sense of peace and kind of belonging, which I'm sure it's gonna fire up again as but even just having the break for however long it lasts is very powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Others? Last, yes.
I just want to say, I've known Bea for 22 years now, I think, and to be able to watch your capacity as a teacher just deepen and mature is such a delight. And Michael, I want to say that, I just in general, this panel series has been really transformative for me, because I feel like I've gotten such a deeper and subtler understanding of the types, but I have so appreciated the way that you've held the space and the level of depth and subtlety and the curiosity in your questions has been so inspiring. So I just really want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other thoughts and reflections? Yes.
So I wanted to thank you all and thank the panels and I'm a 6, and what I'm feeling is, on the one hand, just the great depth and richness of the Enneagram system, which I was familiar with a long time ago and have kind of back to a little bit now. But the other part feels like, oh my gosh, there's so much. There's it's wonderful that there is so much, and it feels
It's daunting. Yes, yeah. Both, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any others?
Here.
Last thoughts?
What's coming to me is Angeles Arian quoted to us once in a workshop, Nelson Mandela saying, we need to take care of the young ones because they have a long way to go, and we need to take care of the elders because they have come a long way, and we need to take care of all those in the middle because they're doing the work. And I have this sense of this deeper feeling of needing to take care of everybody who's doing the work, because there's incredible work being done by the people that you introduced us to, and we just need to take care of each other.
Yes.
Thank you. One or two more, and then Beatrice and I will say the last few words. Yes.
I just wanted to comment on how much I appreciated both of your transparency about your type and your process, because that was very instructive the whole way through. I really got a lot from
Thank you.
both of you. Thank you so much.
One more? We're good? All right. Well, Beatrice, what's it been like for you to do these 3 workshops?
It's been great. I've been doing panels for a while, and I love this format because, it's not just me lecturing and worrying about if I'm boring people. It's having the opportunity to create a space where people can share their stories and where you can see how these people who look really different end up having the same story, of course, different angles on it. So it's just been, I love this. I love teaching the Enneagram this way. I think it teaches so much depth in such a short amount of time in such an entertaining and instructive way. So I so appreciate you allowing us the opportunity to do here. And I feel like it was the perfect marriage between this method that I love, that I think is so effective, this tool, this model, which I think has the potential to transform people's lives. It certainly has transformed mine. And with this community that I think in this space that you bring, and the people that you've drawn here and just putting it out to, through your organization, I think has been a beautiful coming together of great people and an important teaching and I think a really gripping, engaging method of doing this. And I'm just feeling very grateful to all the panelists because it's, that's the tricky part about this is asking people to come here all the way here and share their stories, some from far away. And so I feel very grateful because a lot of them did it because, we have a relationship and some of them I've just met, but they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. So I'm grateful for that and just to appreciate the opportunity to meet people and share this. And it's always exciting for me when people get the Enneagram and they sort of get a window into what it is and what it can do and how it creates greater compassion for people and this greater sense of we're all on this journey together. So it feels just very gratifying and satisfying to have had the experience with everyone here.
Thank you, Beatrice. And I guess I'll riff a little bit on some related thoughts. I said at the start, I've said several times during these 3 days that in 50 years of studying archetypal psychologies, with great deep respect for the giants like Freud and Jung and with infinite respect for the traditions of astrology and tarot and I Ching and the great second-level figures, although some would put them in the same level with Freud and Jung as James Hillman and some of the other great archetypal psychologists. There's something about Enneagram which I didn't see for 30 years, and then it opened for me, and 3 or 4 years ago, and I've just been immersed in it ever since. And I think the core points for me are, first, as I've said, its deep roots in the Abrahamic faiths and the Greek tradition, indicating that these 9 types have been constants, at least in Western civilization, for thousands of years. And I love things that are rooted in ancient traditions. It means more to me than something that has been developed recently, because it feels to me in a much deeper sense that this is an intrinsic part of being human. If we take energetic experiences like this and know that we are able to have very high levels of culture with much lower levels of consumption and much more grounded ways of being, then in the end, all will be well and all manner of things will be well. So thank you for being with us. Keep your ears and eyes open. Beatrice and Commonweal will circulate our plans for more work together. And really this feels, Beatrice, like a very deep blessing at the heart of our work. So thank all of you for coming to the new school at Commonweal. So let's just end with a moment of silence together. peace, peace. Bless you all. Travel well. Come back.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.